That's the way it is. Sometimes people go after you, and in the process they put you in a better condition as they are seeking for your downfall. And it is the way it is. Notwithstanding, let's get the message out of the way. Then we'll continue. We have lots of things to say. And these messages are important, so when we play them, we have a reason for playing them. It's for our benefit.
May 3rd, 2021, President Biden. It has come to the attention of the indigenous people of Biafra in the United States of America that the United States government has approved the sale of military technology in form of the Super Tucano aircraft to the Nigerian government. We feel it necessary to alert you that 1. Nigeria has occupied Biafra since 1970 and has since 1960 never possessed a respectable human rights record. Recent examples of human rights violations using military-grade weapons include 1. Use of armored personnel carriers armed with high-caliber machine guns to massacre Shiite Muslims in Zaria, Kaduna on December 12th to 14th, 2015. A Human Rights Watch report revealed that wounded Shiites were even denied medical care. 2. Use of army soldiers carrying assault rifles to massacre Biafran people at Aba National High School in Aba, Abia, on February 9th, 2016. Numerous wounded people were also taken by the soldiers to ensure that they are not counted as wounded or dead. Amnesty International reported that despite overwhelming evidence that the Nigerian security forces have committed human rights violations, including extrajudicial executions, torture, and other ill treatment, there has been no action by the authorities to hold them to account. 3. Use of military jets to bomb Ran refugee camp in Borno on January 17th, 2017. 4. Use of military armored vehicles and men armed with assault rifles to raid IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's home on September 17th, 2017, during which 28 Biafrans were murdered. The trauma from the raid ultimately led to the early death of his parents. 5. Use of soldiers armed with assault rifles to massacre protesters at Lekki Tollon Gate, October 20th, 2020. 2 days later, on October 22nd, soldiers with armored personnel carriers attacked Ubibu, Rivers, killing residents indiscriminately. Among those killed was 30-year-old Queen Wazua, who was engaged with the wedding ceremony set for February this year. 6. Use of Mi-35 helicopter gunships at Olu, Imo, to fire and strafe civilian occupied areas on February 18th, 2021. 7. Use of soldiers to burn down businesses, homes, and properties at Esienodim, Akwa Ibom, On April 7th, 2021, soldiers also attacked Shangev-Tiv, Benue, killing 30 people and burning 200 houses, including a traditional ruler's palace. The Nigerian government, under the leadership of the Buhari administration, is currently a state sponsor of terrorism. There are at least 4 terrorist groups: Boko Haram, ISIS West Africa, Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, and Fulani herdsmen that are indirectly sponsored by the Nigerian government. Issa Pantami, the Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, praised Osama bin Laden as a better Muslim than himself and said he was happy when infidels were massacred. There are approximately 1 million Biafrans in America. We are disgusted with these atrocities and others too numerous to list. The Tucano aircraft sale should not be exempt from the existing Leahy law, considering the numerous human rights abuses by the Nigerian government and its aims of ethnic cleansing, occupation, and subjugation. American values, liberty, equality, and democracy have served America well and will continue to do so. The Nigerian government exhibits not one of these values, and in fact exhibits the exact opposite. Best regards, indigenous people of Biafra in the United States.
Yes, we are making it known to the Biden administration about the intent of the Fulani government to utilize the armaments they are requesting for just to go against Biafrans. That is why they've been doing it. And it's good to call the attention to that fact, because they're supposed to know. They know that the ISIS people are around. They know that they are in our territories. And then they have to question why they'll be getting the Tucano jets. They have given them some tanks and all that to fight Boko Haram. And where are those armaments? They are in the hands of Boko Haram. And people should wonder why some of these things are still lagging. They are lagging because they don't want to treat the problem. They don't want to.
A commander in ESN, Eastern Security Network. We live to die. We also die to live. I vowed to give you freedom with my life, and I maintained my vow till death. For your sake, I left my family to the world beyond, and so I plead that you do not abandon them, you do not forget them, and you do not stop supporting ESN. I am Ikonso, one among the brave warriors of sacred land of Biafra, who devoted to nothing but the fight for total freedom. I was betrayed on this quest, as we may all know. But the truth is that I have been sent to where the battle is even more tough. The battle of the spirits. I am Ikonso. I'm not afraid of battles. All I ask for is that you always remember me and my men. We do not care to die. We do not care about losing our lives to save your lives. What we care about is that our names never dies with us. I have a family. We have our families. We have our responsibilities. And we believe that you are capable of taking care of them. As we embark further on a tougher assignment in the land of the spirit. We ask you to keep fighting. Do not stop fighting. Do not stop remembering us. Do not stop taking care of our families. And do not give up until Biafra is restored. Because both the living and the dead deserves freedom. Remember that I still remain your warrior, Ikonso. All hail Biafra. What?
You have your family, I have my family. I have my family, you have your family. You fight to protect them. If you are fighting to protect them, why will you harbor the Fulanis that are preying on your families? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Why are they after your families? Why are they after you? Why are they after your women? They want to obliterate you, erase you completely, just as they erased Biafra from the map. Something older than them. Something older than them. It is act of wickedness. Act of wickedness. That shows you how much they care. In conjunction of that announcement, there will be a peaceful protest to Washington, D.C., date to be announced. And then we are thinking about Biafra Cultural Music Festival for fundraising. So those are things that are on the pipeline. So they will be coming up. And we have to deal with them. So I think that covers the announcements that we have. If I'm missing one, you pardon me. After all, it is the brain that eats beans and rice. Sometimes it fries, and you can't do much. Let me say something. The broadcast of our leader yesterday, with respect to the southern governors, those governors made a stride, and it is good. A step in the right direction. A step in the right direction. And when people continue to insult you, When people look at you, not just looking at you, when people confirm, convince themselves that they are your masters and you are a slave, there's nothing they cannot say about you. There's nothing they cannot do to you because you've lost your pride. The Wike issue, now you know why he's acting like a madman. A man in love with a man. And he's ready to kill anybody getting in his way. He lost his sense of direction, Tambuwal. And the Rivers people, the people from Iguacha, that's your man. That's your man. Now you see a man in love. Before we continue, we're going to find a solution to this by and by. Listen very carefully. When people underrate you, when you submit yourself for abuse, this is what you get.
Gandhi said, whatever you do for me without me is against me. Ask all those, 13, 15 governors that met in that hotel. Was there any of the Fulani leaders consulted? Any of the Fulani leaders consulted? So they are there making laws for people that they have not consulted. This is a problem with government. Disconnected, out of touch with realities of people. You must sit down and talk with people you are making laws for. None of those governors have sat down with Fulani leaders in wherever they are and tell them what we are planning to do, or what we're going to do, or what alternatives are there.
Do you see the insult? I'm glad the governors are listening. The southern governors. I'm glad you're listening. When they go and hold their closed door meeting and they come out and say, we the North, did they consult with you southerners? Did they consult with you? When they go into that their mosque, wherever they hold their meeting, respect is reciprocal. They don't respect you. And see how his face is just beaming, telling you we are the masters. Before you take a dip, you must consult with us. Before you go to ease yourself, you must take permission from us. Before you talk about your future, you must consult. This is why Nigeria must divide once and for all. No room for this shenanigans. No room for it. Listen to him. See what he's saying. Did you miss it? Maybe I'll play it again. Then you will sink in. It will sink in. Did you consult the Fulanese before? Before they'll tell you the presidency. No, they'll tell you the president, the absent president. Now the presidency. And where is the vice president? He has sunk like a submarine. You can hear him no more. So let's listen to the master, his master's voice. Let's listen to that again.
Is that Gandhi said, whatever you do for me without me is against me.
Is he quoting the Bible? Is he quoting the Bible? Even the devil can quote the Bible. Use his word against him. When they hold their meeting, did they consult with you? No, that means they are against you. He has impeached himself. He has impeached himself. He that is not with you is against you. When they hold their meetings, they don't consult with you, but they come out to tell you, we the North, we the Fulanis. This is with respect to the stride taken by the Southerners yesterday. And with this response from them, I think that should give them the clout not to talk anymore about one Nigeria. Because as long as you have these Fulanis around you, for over 100 years, you will continue to live this way. And nobody is born to continue going through hell. Our safety is paramount. That of our generation to come, very, very important. Listen to him again until he's 16. I want the governors that listen to our broadcast, they listen. Even the DSS and all, they all listen. So listen to what they said again. Don't get marooned.
Is that Gandhi said, whatever you do for me without me is against me. Ask all those, whatever, 13, 15 governors that met in that hotel. Was there any of the Fulani leaders consulted? Any of the Fulani leaders consulted? So they are there making laws for people that they have not consulted. This is a problem with government. Disconnected, out of touch with realities of people. You must sit down and talk with people you are making laws for. None of that those governors have sat down with Fulani leaders in wherever they are and tell them what we are planning to do, or what we're going to do, or what alternatives are there. And then they are sitting down there and making laws.
All right.
Be careful.
Let me squirm hearing that. They are the ones that make the law. The law made is for you, not for them. They make the laws for you, not for them. And I believe their hosts are in shock. When you rally around them and listen to what they're saying, you are in shock. I'm not. Because when Aliyu can sit down with his face beaming and categorically states that the oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa, and you're still there ranting south, something is wrong with your brain. And not only that, he said it belongs to Jigawa, he said, as long as you say you are one Nigeria, the oil belongs to them because they are Nigeria. The Fulanis are the Nigerians in question, not you, not me. You go to federal character, that exposes more the fact that they are the owners of Nigeria. Since they are the owners, they make their laws for you because you are a tenant. You are a tenant. And some of you will be so blind and short of reasoning. They will start thinking, oh, I have a house here and I have a house there. Who cares where your house is? Your house will not determine if I will live or die. Your house will not determine if I'll make progress. You see, you just listen to that guy. Why will they always hold meetings? I'm impeaching this guy with his own words. You have security chiefs, none from your area, only one from the whole south, and that's a Yoruba. The rest are Fulanis. And if you look at that Yoruba, you know he must be from their own sector. They are telling you security challenges in the southeast. If you notice recently, they're now bunching the southeast and south together. Now they know it's the same. They know it's the same. But some people cannot use their brains. Some people cannot use their brains. South. You have promulgated your strategies to fools that cannot strategize. Make the law and shove it to them. They will comply. Make it. They will comply. You see, it is very, very disheartening. They are fighting a war that you did not want. They are the ones fighting you to take your land. There is something I'll point to, and I think I know why this person wrote it, but you see, I will get around that. I will not talk about it because we don't have time. There are so many international laws. Let's concentrate on that of the zoo. Let's concentrate that of the zoo, where your service chiefs have been given the charge to deal with the insecurities they created. You cannot keep making laws without consulting the people. If that is the case, were we consulted? No. We are not consulted. All your policies are the policies of attacking Biafrans. Attack them, kill them, and then all will be well. But that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. The statements made by our leader yesterday with regard to the governors from the south was very, very important.
Remain committed. For the very first time, they're using the word the peoples of southern Nigeria, which means that all the nonsense being done by Tinubu and his cohorts is in vain. For the very first time, there has been affirmation that the South is actually one. Since 1914, this is the very first time that they are stating publicly in a communique that the South is one by the elected leaders, so to speak. For the purposes of our program this night, we may even call them leaders. Because they did well. I must tell you the truth. Now, let us proceed. And before you, who brought them together in the first place? One is our agitation. Second is the unity and union, the bond between the East and the West. Between Biafra agitators and those agitating for Duduwa, they have tried everything to break us. They could not break us. They had no alternative than to come together. Do you see what consistency does? This is the benefit of consistency. Once you're consistent in life, good things will come to you. And I also commend our Duduwa brothers this very day for their resilience and their consistency. That is why, for the first time in a meeting, in a place, you have governors from the East, you have governors from the West, Igbo governors, Yoruba governors, of course, together, saying something that makes sense for the first time that I can even remember. The North, the Janjaweed will meet in Arawa House, they will take decision affecting the whole of the zoo, affecting everybody, and they ram it down your throat. You have to accept it. And where they found this courage, I have no idea. Maybe they are emulating what we are doing. They now understand that we have no fear before our enemies. They now understand that we are scrupulously clean, whiter than white and whiter than snow. They now have developed, or should I say, come to appreciate the essence of courage and determination. So for coming together, of course, I commend them. I do commend them, because they have done very, very well. During this very meeting, they affirmed that peoples of southern Nigeria remain committed to the unity of Nigeria. Of course, that's expected if you consider that they get their monthly allocation. Everyone wants to go to Asorok, so they will say they want unity of Nigeria. But they want unity of Nigeria on the basis of justice, fairness, equity, and oneness, and peaceful coexistence between and among these peoples with a focus on the attainment of shared goals for economic development and prosperity. English has no meaning. The latter part of what they have written here has no meaning because they've been saying this rubbish for very many years. Now, the second point on the communique states, observe that the incursion of armed headers, criminals and bandits into the southern part of the country has presented a severe security challenge such that citizens are not able to live their normal lives, including pursuing various productive activities, leading to a threat to food supply and general security. Basically, they are warning Fulani, Janjaweed, terrorist headsmen, short for Mieti Allah. They have now come out to say that they are concerned about the activities of Mieti Allah. Consequently, the meeting resolved that open grazing of cattle be banned across southern Nigeria. In other words, if you see any cattle in any farm from tonight, anywhere in southern part of the zoo called Nigeria, you kill it. You are enforcing the law made, or should I say directive executive order made by those that you claim you voted for to look after your affairs. They noted that development and population growth has put pressure on available land and increased the prospects of conflict between migrating herders and local populations in the south. Given this scenario, it has become imperative to enforce the ban on open grazing in the south, including cattle movement to the south by foot. Nobody should bring cattle into the south. In other words, Ruga is dead. Cattle highway is dead. Cattle path and cattle routes, they are all dead. From what they deliberated and came to conclusion to, this this very day in Ahaba, they concluded that anywhere you see Miet Yala with their cattle on foot inside your farm or anywhere, of course, in the East, we call Eastern Security Network, and we treat them the way we have been treating them. Why are they saying this? Because we took the bulls by the horn. We don't mess about all this nonsense what they are doing, all that rubbish. I'm not go to the rubbish. If we find you in the bush, you are bushmeat, you are gone. Both you and your cattle, you are finished. So now that gave them some liver to come out to say that we are now banning cattle movement. Number 4, we recommend that the federal government should support willing states to develop alternative and modern livestock management systems. And I wonder, why are you taking permission from the federal government? Was it not Osun State or whichever state in the West, in Yoruba land, imported 250 pregnant cows from the USA? That once they told the cow, you are now in Nigeria, the cow broke away from the crate. I wanted to run back to the USA. A governor was able to do it without permission. But these ones, of course, they have to bow to their Fulani masters. They are taking permission from the Fulani, their Fulani Janjaweed, as if to say that cattle herding, or should I say animal husbandry, or dairy products is the exclusive preserve of Miet Yala. That is why you're going to the government to go and look for excuse to start your own cattle ranch in your states. Because you have agreed that nobody should enter into the cattle farming or rearing business unless you are a Fulani, unless you are Miet Yala. Arrant nonsense. Pure bunkum. That is where I fault some of the things that they have said today. This one doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't sit. Why do you have to ask the state, the Abuja, to allow you to have cattle farms, or should I say, rare cattle, where you come from? You don't need permission from anybody. It is food for feeding of the people, so you don't need permission from anyone. Now, listen. They said they have agreed to progress. We have agreed that the progress of the nation requires that urgent and bold steps be taken to restructure the Nigerian Federation, leading to the evolution of state police, review of revenue allocation formula in favor of sub-national governments, and creation of other institutions which legitimately advance our commitment to and practice of true federalism. Once again, they're begging for restructuring. That's what they're asking for, but along state lines, because they are governors, because they know that if they ask for restructuring along the lines of region, vis-a-vis the Constitution of 1960 and 1963, somehow most of them will be out of a job. Do you see how parochial, do you see how selfish these people are? What concerns them is their office for them to protect it. That is why they are arguing for restructuring along state lines where you will not answer your name. Where somebody can say, oh, I'm from Rivers State, that has no meaning. I'm from Delta State, that has no meaning. I'm from a state that is named after a river, no longer the people. Because they know that if we ethnicize the identity of people in the zoo, our eyes or the eyes of everybody will open at the same time. They don't want to ethnicize it. What they want to do is to go with these same artificial boundaries, the same thing that the white man did. That is what they want to recreate. They want the entrenchment of the state system in the zoo in order for them to remain relevant and valid in office. And we are against that completely and totally. Now,
okay, this is where we will hang up. The Ngwa program is on, and we're going to join them. We are going to join them. Caller, go ahead. We will resume after the program. I bet we will go in detail with our leaders broadcast tomorrow when Now Waiting the Happen program comes on. We will go in detail. So it is funny. It is funny. Very, very funny indeed. That we see these people dictate to us what to do. Because we are used to taking orders. We are used to taking orders. And when they say it, you say, they must now. They must. The program due should call and then getting on your program. I've exited my broadcast so that you can carry on with your program. Just go ahead and call in. That is the way it is. That is the way it is. You can't keep giving orders. You cannot continue to give orders. And you think that we can't say no. We are being the obedient dog. You insult us. You say a lot of things about us without any reservation. That is how they see us. This is how low we have made ourselves to be. It's not good. We put ourselves in this situation. The South put themselves in this situation because we were blind, selfish, and self-centered. We are. It is bad. It is bad indeed. And we can't continue this way. We cannot continue this way. Look at Nigeria. Look at the population. Population-wise is a different reason. Only that alone will make you not be a country. Because how many people pursue one job? How many people? You are looking for vice president, the office of vice president. For the whole of 200 million people chasing the office of vice president. It will create attrition, hatred, murder, banditry, nepotism. And that is why you have what is happening, going on. President, the office of the presidency, $200 million people chasing one office, where you can have 5 countries, 5 presidents. 5 countries, 5 vice presidents. 4 countries, 4 presidents, 4 vice presidents. And you expand economically along your line. What you progress, the progress you make is for your people. it is for your people, then why can't we follow that path? Only to converge and kill ourselves, implement hatred that shouldn't happen. Our people are jobless. But if you have the Oduduwas, they can get the economy going. Even little Gambia is moving on. How much more do you do us? So why the fear? Why the fear? Why can't you proceed? If you compare Oduduwa and Gambia, you see the difference. You see the difference. Therefore, why must we flock together and hate ourselves? You have economic cooperation. You have bilateral or multilateral cooperation. Very rewarding. Very, very rewarding. You see the brain of the black man. The brain of the black man. When our leader says something, let's pay attention to what he's saying and remove pride in it. Remove pride in it. Why is he addressing us that way? If Buhari can sit down there and tell you that your parents are irresponsible, did you attack him for saying that? No, nobody attacked him. He said our parents are irresponsible. But if that happens to come from our leader, hell will break loose. Hell will break loose. We are not slaves. We are not slaves. If we have been made to believe that we are, we must discard that belief. We must discard it. This is the way we proceed. This is the way we restore our confidence, taking the bold step. The first bold step. We are from the south. Our destiny is in our hand. And they know our weakness. Oh, we have divided them. They will never agree. They can never do things together. Lo and behold, we can do things together. We can consult with one another. We can sit down and talk. And that is why they can now come and say, we the South. We the South. As they can come and say, we the North. They wrestle the power and leave you with nothing. They wrestle the power and leave you with nothing. We cannot continue this way. We cannot continue. caller, yes. Your name?
n'oge ihe omume anyị nzukọ ndị ngwa na Radio Biafra taa mbụ abalị 12 n'ime ọnwa ise n'afọ mbụ 2021 n'aha ndị ngwa niile nọ na IPOB na ndị nabata mmadụ niile ihe omume anyị n'ụbọchị taa mbụ nzukọ ndị ngwa ademesi ya dịrị nnukwu la mma dịrị onye nta na mma ya dịrị nwoke la mma dịrị onye nwaanyị la mma dịrị onye bịara abịa dịrị onye nwe ụlọ na mma si ya dịkwara onye ọbụla na mma la afọ la ekele orie la kwọ taa mbụ ihe anyị kwetara ụnụ ihe omume nzukọ ndị ngwa adem ikele onye dị nyere anyị aka dị ahụ na ihe na ndị gaga mbụ Mazi Alozie so nwanne m nwoke udo dịrị gị ịkpọrọ ihe mbụkwara ihe adem si ikwe mkpala mbụ ọbụla Biafra ga-ebe gị ebe ala ngwa anyị enye ofe kazila mgbam na akpụrụakpụ mgbam gị iri ichiwa ahụ ebe nye mmanya ngwụ ka mara ọbụla ala ngwa na ịbịara ekele m na-aga karịa onye isi anyị mbụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ọbịa mbụ onye isi weranụ ya agbụwa ọbịa mbụ onye si anyị nga na anyị adụwe adịm ikele onye isi anyị bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu la nkwado ya niile na isi onwe ya niile kemgbe eziokwu bụ ọgọladị onye aka njụrụ aka eji ya alụ ya alụ adam esi onye isi ya dịrịla mma ihe kpọrọ ha mbụkwara ha anyị onye ọjọọ eletala gị gente da do sendi oga bu ndole abu nde ngwa nde bwe futa chala we nde ba ni futa anya me ha no tuloja adi anya mma ada mi kile ma nwoke ma nwanyi onye obula ebe obula no de ga anya nti inola ala Igbo inola ala ugwu Awụsa inola mba ofesi ebe obula ino ada mi su do dere taa mbụ abalị 12 n'ime ọnwa ise abụrụ idi ire ahịa si ndị ahịa chere ọbụla ịnọrọ ọrụ su echere ige nzukọ ndị ngwa dịka anyị ga-nabatakwa agbata obi nwanne gị nwanna gị kpọọ ndị mmadụ ndị agbata obi ndị enyi si wegbe ya redio ọ bụ oge nzukọ ndị ngwala anyị nọ taa mbụ ụbọchị anyị na-eji egwetara unu nzukọ ndị ngwala redio Biafra ọ bụla enubo ya ka kembụ taa bụ kembụ nke na-abụ oge nzukọ ndị ngwa n'ịgbafe ọsọ n'utu otu anyị la ihe igwe netwọk ji nweta obere aramahụ ihe ndị asị eji ahụ ya ahụ ogbughị anyị fefere ewele so ahụ ana m ga-ịgbafe ọsọ n'ụbọchị taa adị m ikele mmadụ niile ndị laikiri nwere onwe na ndị nwere onwe na-adị na mma ma ndị na-akwado anyị ma ndị iro anyị adị m iso ndị iro ahụ ndị chikwa ike ihe m chọrọ ime tunu mara mbụ tunu wefe aka enwere ofe n'ọmaghị aka mmadụ laka ọbụla ahara ahụ ga ivapụrụta ya la ije anyị ndị ga-abụ ije naanị anyị adị ndị gara aga ndị tara ya ahụ ma ụmụ pụtara otu ị ga-eji bịa ghọọ nsogbu nye anyị Chineke ga-aghaghị ilewa gị dịka m gwara unu n'izu ụka gara aga biko ọ bụrụ na ọ ga-amasị gị dịka anyị nọ na ihe omume a ị chọrọ ịkpọtụrụ anyị adịghị ị chọrọ ikwutu ma ị chọrọ inye anyị ntụziaka ma ọ bụ ị chọrọ inye ikwu uche obi gị lekwa akara ekwentị ị ga-ejikwa anyị bikos ụfọdụ na-esi na m dị kpọọ ngwa ngwa aga m ekpe nna atụ odoghị anya kpọkwanyela asụsụ bekee 08130541935 ọ bụla nọ mgbago ịma anaghị gị ime biko tiri m na +234 ọbịa mbụzu koodu nọmba bifo gị kpụọ jụọ adịghị nwere ikwu biko dịka m kwara unu sịla ihe omume anyị n'ụbọchị taa achọrọ m egwu unu hedịla ije nwere onwe ụfọdụ chele ọba ịta bred lọbụ suru bred la mmiri taa achọrọ m iji dịka agwa anyị bụ ndị ngwa ihe gbasara ihe oriri leji adị anya bikos ọ bụ agbacha ọsọ agụụ mine onye ọbụla arụcha ọrụ ya erie ọrụ tara ịrụchakwa n'ọrụ bekee akwụ ụgwọ ọ bụla na Naijiria nga na ma ọ bụla Abia steeti bụ na mmadụ rụcha ọrụ ịkwụ ụgwọ ọrụ abụrụ mmepe ahụ biko onye dịkpọ ha jide mmụọ ya aka na adị mmepe ụlọ igwe anyị ọ bụ na ọ dị mmadụ rụcha ọrụ ịkwụ ụgwọ ara ya ahụ dịka m nọdụ agwa unu na anyị chọrọ iji ihe omume anyị a kụzitụrụ unu na ihe gbasara ihe ọrụ ubi na ihe rere abụ mkpụrụ otu eji eme kemgbe bụla dịka onye ọbụ ndị ngwa ihe gbasara garị ngwa bụ ihe ndị very expensive n'ahịa and ọ dị very very good onye ọbụla ndị ọrụ ubi amara ihe bụ garị ngwa ahụ dị ikwu okwu ya dịka ogwe anyị bụ ụmụafọ anya ma otu eji eme garị achọrọ m iji garị nye ihe ọmụmatụ na ihe gbasara ije nwere onwe anya maka ụfọdụ ndị si lọọ n'ọlọdọ gee ntị m agwaghị onye ndị ilu ore amaghị onye dị tata ndị ịhụ na mbụ ihe gbasara garị ka m gwere garị nye ihe ọmụmatụ mbụ ihe dịka ya iji nwere onwe anyị dịga dịka ọ dị n'ọtụtụ mmadụ laa na-agagbala ya ahụ laa n'ọlọdọ gee ntị m agwaghị bifo gị ịhụ garị otu ya ọnụ na ịghakịrị ya bee tinye la mmiri ṅụọ ọ gị gwa ya agwa suru ya la mmiri rie otu ọbụla adịghị mma nke kacha mkpa bụsị ka ilo ya ụlọ ahụ ipinye la mmiri ṅụọ ọ bụ ijikwa afọ nkwa ijigodo ya kpuchie ọsa datịla nri mbịata la mgbe ị ga-egara agwọ m ga-afụta ịgbọrọ afụgodo anụchala jos ọ ghọlala ha enwere ike bikọs mgbe ọbụla nwere ịgbọrọla agwọ m obi esiela gị ike iri nri hem dị iji mebe ole ede mragba ọbụla iji nwere onwe anyị agba dị ka na anyị nwere ịgbọrọla agwọ m ọ ga-aga ime obi ga-aga ịra agbagha igbe ya ndatụ mgbe ọbụla ị chọrọ iri nri la ị nwere nke ga-aga egbute bifo mgbe ị ga-egala agwọ m ga-afụta ịgbọrọ ịfụtachi ịgbọrọ gị bịa kụ ụzọ ọ bụla ego ịba ya ehi ya dịka otu ogbe anyị na-eji emeka anyị mbụ ndị ngwa anyị karịa anyị mbụdachi ọ bụla ego ịba ya ehi ya ọ ị gaghị ebe ehi ya gị hafụ ya abịa n'ọvọchi gị bụ ụzọ bịa baa ya mbụ ịbasichaa ya gị bịa saa ya mmiri bịa sachaa ya mmiri gị bịa kpọkwa njin abịa kwụọ ya njin bịa kwọchaa ya gị bịa etinyela presa bịa mee gịnị bịa hịọgide ịbịatụ bịa hịọchaa ya ọ bụghị na ala ọgwụrụ gị bịa sụọkwa ya aka karịkịrị asị sụọ ebe bịa sụọ gara aka bịa sụchaa ya aka gị bịa ele ma ọ kpụọla ha mda ebe akwụghị otu ehi gị bịa ele ma ọ kpụọla ọ bụrụ ọ kpụọla gị bịa aga n'egbelu ga kpata nkụ iji eghe ya m garị ọ bụrụ ị nwere nkụ iji eghe ya ọ dị mma bọta ị gasị ịga nkụ iji eghe dị garị na mgbe agarị akpọrọ gị bịa akwụ ihe ọkụ na-ekwu bịa pụ ụzọ mee gịnị masa ya ụfụ ndị dị asịla ọbịa ya ayọ beta ogbe anyị dị asị masa ya masa gị bịa masa garị mgbe ị bịara bịa masachaa garị a ọ bụghị nga ala ọ gwụrụ gị bịa tinye ọkụ na-ekwu bịa mee gịnị bịa tinye garị n'ite ka ihe ya okele ighete ite dị eghe n'ite garị nga mgbe ihe ghewakwa du miniti ole ma ọ bụ nkeji ole ọ ga-enọ gị bịa ghewakwa ya bịa ghefute otu ite megwere mgbe ihe fụtara otu ite olileanya iri nri adịla gị ebe ghefụta garị ya mgbe ihe fụtara gị bịa hafee ọjọọ ụlọ oyi ka ga mgbe ị ga-enwere ike ịma ma ị ga-iri ya eriwo ma ị ga-ipiela mmiri ṅụọ ọ bụrụ na ị ga-ipiela mmiri ṅụọ gị ebebe ebu ụzọ bịa hafụ ya bịa ga-ete mmiri mbụ ịmala miniti ụlọ ọ ga-igwe iji bịa ete mmiri bịa etechaa mmiri bịa eme gịnị chiokwa mmiri garịla ọkụ mmiri a bịa gwọ gị bịa ebu ụzọ bịa gwachaa garị bịa eme gịnị bịa eriwe ya ile anya ọ bụghị ije otu ụbọchị ọ bụghị ije abalị labụ ezigbo garị ngwa ji anọ complete 3 days ezigbo garị ngwa ji anọ complete 3 days unless ma chọrọ ime ka anyị kpọkwa ọta ahụ echi but ị chọrọ ime ezigbo garị ngwa mba ilo ya anọ ụlọ ọ bụ akpụrụ ụbọchị atọ bụ hele oji anọ so ibebele usoro garị leji anọ ịgbụrụ leji anọ bịa aghọ garị gị hụrụ ọ bụ otu ụbọchị ọ bụgịrị bụ ihe gị ime ije nwere onwe adị ikele aga ahụ niile amụọla riri gị jụọla site gị na ọ gaghị bịa abịa iji agụ baịbụl nsọ ịdị ihu ehi sọnde ma ọbụghị satọde aga chọọchị ụmụ Izrel ihe mgbe a nọ n'Ijipt da agbabọị anụrụ mkpụrụ ụbọchị ole da alọta ụmụ Izrel anụrụ mkpụrụ ụbọchị ole bifo lọbata n'obodo ahụ Chineke kpere ụla nkwa adị m iji ime ntị mara ala ije nwere onwe ọ bụghị ịta bred ha anyị ndị ma bụ presidential election mebi mee ya mgba nna anyị mee ngwa ngwa esuo ya ine ọrụ ndịrị anyị adịghị ndewe ndịrị anyị ime mbụ ya mere meji asị ndị ụfọ mee ka iji bụrụ mmadụ afọ Chineke ụfọdụ adị ebe ọrụ ahịrị abịata ọ bụ ije ndidi ọ bụ ije nwadịle eliwe ntụkwasị obi anụ mgbe ịdị ime ọ gaghị dị ntịrị mfe o nwere ike ịdabara ọ bụrụ ogbe anyị nwere n'ọhịa ọ ga-edabara gị ilu ụzọ nwe ibi ma ọ bụ ihe iji arụ gị na ọkpala mgbagharị oge anyị nọbere anyị ahụla kpọghela aka ndị iro anyị ibu na ha bụ ga-emecha tụbara ụmụnna anyị dokwa anyị zuru ike sitagịrị la anyị nọ n'ije nwere onwe so gị nwa bụ onye nọ n'ije nwere onwe a ịdị ịhụta ha anyị dị mela ọ nọọla ọdọ ọ bụrụ na ị nwere ike ihe ịfụta ịgbọrọ mgba kwụọ ya mgba kwa ya mgba rie mgba gị marala ọ bụrụ ọ bụ ihe nwere ike ịdị mfe gị maala anyị ije anyị kwesịrị ekweta ọ bụrụ ọ bụ ihe dị mfe gị maala anyị ka nwere nwantịntị oge ana obi ụtọ mbụla akwụkwọ nsọ sị na ozi ọma Chineke gị gara mba niile tupu Kraịst abịa ana adị m okwuru okwu ntụrụmụtọ sị na ọbịa kegbu ọdatụla ọgwụgwọ ogugo oge owuwe ihe ubi ọ bụrụ ndị ngwa anyị wasị na nkwụ achaala anụ ọ mara gị chachachala oge aba ke mbụ onye na-eji ekwu nkwụ ehema mara na ị nwere ike ibutere onye nkwụ ka ego iji yọrọ bụ ma nla abụ ya rịkwa n'ụfọ ya ahụ kele ọrara mata ọ bụgịrị ụfọdụ ndị ahụ sọ ọ dịwe ngwa ngwa lee kemgbe m na mbe nọ n'olu shade ma abịalata ego fute ya sito na shi nsogbu ole ndewo singat ida akpogi ile lo na akpogi me algi jiri nwayo lo una adora yo lo ge bachara ona obula ani hunde ka obonye aha obonye gbefu radio lead radio no nga bu itola bi de bugide ge gbefu radio ku anye chori ikula mbo wadi no olu wi bonye obonye nde na wa fo papu do niwo mpakara so ta no de ko aka we zulu lo pani e oh abia o chire abo to jidaba
because Nnamdi Kanu ejima la ko kuwo kana o ko en jama mala
abu se
o di mera o binda imma o eta kama o ke ita the bridge network o bindi ma tembe ha tembe won fatra every other thing
abiano ogrado na kanjala keji yalo
nam euna ni ano
ngwano
atule kele de ku gele edroy ta una ba ya lawo ya please ai ma na ko nuno la ko nun di me ndai ma
udodri ngwano me gure ndodo o ya mamma kelera mdolo fo me gure ndodo
okay
onye nanga abonye onye nanga ademeni yobole rako udodere nam
ana m ekele ede anyị Nnamdi Kanu onye ntụpụta maka ịmazi owu ọdama na ede Nnamdi Kanu my brother abịa ihe m na-ekwu
adam me mara la bụ nga
yes ede Nnamdi Kanu let the whole world hear it our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu he is the savior of the whole human being on this planet Earth. No human being. If you there for Japan, you there for America, you there for Singapore, anywhere, any nation where you there for this world, make you listen to this message. Our leader, you see Nigeria, our leader want to make us promote us from this world. Nigeria will destroy the whole world. Even in America, Nigeria will destroy you. Nigeria will destroy you in Britain because no human being is there. As far as this Nigeria will be empire there, no human being no human being will sit there like until Nigeria come. My brother, no best, make I send message from Tuko to Kaka. Biafra, see, you see chapter 12. I put up to 1 to S, but I put from verse 2, verse 3, verse 4, verse 7 and verse 8. They're important. Verse 21 is important. Verse 28, verse 34, verse 40.
onye nọ nga
Hello.
abonye isili yobole dako iside bi ije dako e oh nwanya mara mmodo diri mmiri osuru fule enugwu mmiri osuru fule enugwu ye
Mmiri na-ezo.
nne udo diri nwanyị ọma ị bịala oh nne m
I'm making Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
But no, they do full, I don't mean no more about passing a person for
I'm making
Hello. Hello.
It's a lie, boy.
Emeka Obioma, nsi lobi kwanako.
Oh, Papu do 3 wo mi no so du fo ba.
Ezo me so la ngbe benewo.
Bo mbo ga na gi gbali gwe nke lo kun nam.
Le ehun na me de mo bi mo.
Udo 3.
Don ne kloni shan pu ma na me kano. Li ho ne me da nyo bi ma.
Udo 3 nam.
Enwe ntụrụ eju ma nke wetara ihe a na-eme meeting anyị obi mkpụrụ ngwe.
Anyị chọ. Ịbịa n'obi ngwa nwee kọmuniti na-enwe ihe lama ihe bụ IPOB n'obi ngwa adịghị gburugburu ka ọ bụ. Adịghị gburugburu ka ọ bụ bịara ala ngwa gburugburu lama ihe bụ IPOB. So odi ibole ka ịdị ikwu okwu ya n'obi ngwa dị ọnụ mara ka ọ bụ anyị mara.
Mba onye ụmụ pramosu.
Nsogbu ọ dị ka iji aga ụlọ ime gị gaghị ajụ ụmụnna ihe ndị ime obe a. Udo dịrị gị na m ya mara gị mma. Udo dịrị gị papa.
Ndị Chukwu ngọziri ala mara mma obodo ndị na-abata ndị ọbịa wita sentiment kama living us we are sentiment onye mkpọrọ emisa maka krisima onye na-echọrọ ime onye mbụ onye mala abụ onye ngwa abọbụ ịchọrọ imebe m elelela abụ onye ngwa
onye
nwanna nna inotole
udo dịrị iwo maazị o na-awụ
okorobịa ya dịrị mma
papa kara m ka o
ọ bụ badịsi ikwu onye obekweta arụ
udo dịrị gị
lele m akara nwoke nwadị Kanu ndị dị mma ya mapụtịarịla anyị onwe anyị
ibu na ihe arịrị ego mma m cheta ihe ka ọ dị na ihe arịrị ego
ọ bụrụ ịmụ ọkụ mmanya agba nkụkọrọ njikwa achị ọjị lele ebe akara nwoke ndị ọchịchị ya mbọdị ụjọ wee hụrụla ndị eyi jikọtara ma polisi ma amị ma nevi ma wee niile n'ala ala bụ onye ndị wetiri ugwu ndị ikpụchite ọnụ wee hụ ole obere chigharịwa
nunu mgbe a lidere igwe netara osu ṅụọ mmiri
elekọtara ndị ka
nunu mere ala bụ nkwụ
nwadị bụ ndọbụ ọ bụ enyi m anụmanụ oge ma ọ bụrụ elu
mgbe a ọ kwesịrị ịfụ ịtụ akala ọnụ
akụrụwanye mere ụdị onye ndị ha mmiri ahụ abụ ọ bụrụ ọjọọ
nkwanụ
Chineke anyị amaala n'ihi ọ dị iwe nwanna Pita kwuru Jizọs abịala ọ bụghị narịla mmadụ kpughere nwoke
ọ bụ ụtọ ọ bụ
onye nwụrụ onye ga-ekpughere nwadị Kanu nwoke ya nwe mkpa dị ise asị m ya nọchikwere
udo
ya kara iri nye ndụ nyekwe ọhụhụ ụzọ a dum mgbe nwaanyị gaile
ise
asị m ya dịrị mmadụ nwaanyị
ise biko onye ọbụla ndị kpa anyị onye akpara mmiri na-adị mmiri ka onye mmiri ikwutu m itela adị ndị ọrụ dị ikwu na ọ bụghị ịbịa nga abịa nọ imetụkwanụ gị mereta onye ọ ga-abụ ikpe biko la ihe ndọ nga na gboo ọ dịka ụbọchị taa dị ike ụbọchị ka dị ike karịa ụbọchị ndị ka ọrụ biko imetụ gị tere onye ọdụ emetụ ịgwa anyị gị kwuo nwantịntị ọ dabụrụ ọkwa nnọle ịkpọrọla ya na-aga ịhụ na onye ọrụ dịkpọ gị ka ọtụ ọ bụghị kacha idede akpọ unu metụkwa unu akwa na agwa ka ndị ada eso azụ bi n'iko ndị nwe m na ndị nwe anyị ji nwayọ dapụrụ ya lụọ nwayọ nwayọ ọ bụrụla gbo ogboge bata gbuo mgbe oge nzukọ ndị ngwa anyị ji ohere ara anabata ikwuli ibe onye ọbụla nwere so ha ọ ga-ikwu ya bụrụ adị ihe chọrọ ikwu ndị mkpa mebi afta anyị mechara ha anya na ịchọrọ ịkpọ laa naanị ndị bụ okwu ị nwere ike ịkpọkwa oso ha ọbụla ịchọrọ ikwu Onye nọ nga? Onye nọ nga? Onye? Okay, nwaanyị ọmụrụ dịrị iwu. Oh. Ise nwaanyị mara m dekwara oge onye. Nne m ọkụkọ tọrọ aghọtala mmiri nwaanyị mara mma. Ịkpọrọ ha mbụkwara ha. Nne m. Onye nọ nga? Udo dịrị iwo. Ya mara gị mma. Ị bụkwa na onye dị ihe na-akpọ anyị. Ihe Ibadan. Papa udo dịrị gị. Ị bụkwa na onye obe ole? Okay, n'isi ala ngwa. Papa udo dịrị gị. Kị na-abụ oge nzukọ ndị ngwa na Radio Biafra bụ nga anyị nọgbo. Anyị dịsi ime esi mgba niile. Anyị dịsi ime. Every Wednesday, every Wednesday, ogwere nkeji 15 gafee elekere onye anọ. Mgbe asị dịwa anyị mgbe ịdị n'ube anyị. Ngwanụ kelee ndị ụlọ. Udo dịrị gị nna m. Nsogbu adịghị. Decola on the WhatsApp. Onye dịkwa na WhatsApp udo dịrị iwo. Onye dịkwa na WhatsApp udo dịrị iwo. Papa, ọkụkọ tara ụtọla mmiri wo.
Biko, adị m ikele olu ndị ngwa nke na ndị nọ, ha bụ nwa afọ ngwa. Asị m na ọ gakwa na-edebe ndị ngwa niile na mma.
Ise, papa.
Adị m ikele ndị indigenous people of Ngwa land, ndị IPON, ụwa niile, dasị ebe ọbụla gị nọ, ọma ma ịla gị.
Ise.
Ekelela m unu nwanne m nwoke. Ekele m dekwegara onye isi anyị n'ụwa niile nke mbụ Madam Viki. Asị m Chukwu okike aka ma gọzie ya.
Ọ bụ ụtọ bụ nna m degozekwa bụ ere gọzie ya.
Jisi ike nwanne m. Jisi ike. Olu ndị ngwa ebe ikuku mbụ ha ọma nye anyị. Anyị dịkwa n'ịkwadokwa ndị ngwa niile na-ịkwado onye isi anyị mbụ Nnamdi Kanu. Sị na ọ ga-edebe ya mma n'ụtụtụ n'ehihie n'abalị. Ndị ngwa kwuru ihu na hekara anyị na-eto.
Mgbe anyị na-achọ ime ite mmiri, eji achịcha na-achọ ime ite mmiri.
Otu a mbụta ọnụ nwanne m. Ma hafụ kata ndị ọrụ kwụ na lehi ọga abụ ehi.
Papa jide nga amamle ịkọta saanị nna m udo dịrị gị papa. Megwere onye ọdọ. Biko ga-abụ oge nzukọ ndị ngwa ọ bụla ke na-abụghị mgbe ịnụ olu anyị ke na-abụ oge nzukọ ndị ngwa na Radio Biafra. Anyị ndị ime ihe omume anyị taa bụ ohere anyị nwere onye ọbụla iji titụọ na adịghị nwere ịgwatụ anyị ndị nabata gị onye ọbụla tụchie mmụọ ya onye nọ nga onye nọ nga fụọla redio ufu biko nwaanyị ọma fụọla redio gladị m ino biko onye ọbụla m ga-ịkpọ ma n'olu ngarịtị ndị reflect la redio aga m ekọt ya biko arịkpọ na agwa ndị rijuru afọ onye nọ nga ọ bụ onye nọ nga ndị nwanne m nna m afọ n'otu ole ihe obere dịkwa na-akpọ anyị nke na-abụ oge nzukọ ndị m gwara Radio Biafra oke udo dịrị gị Radio Biafra.
Okay. That makes my phone.
Onye nọ nga? Onye? Udo dịrị papa. Ihe obere da akwa anyị. Udo dịrị iwu. Da mara gị mma. Chere saa na otu izu ụka ọdọ every Wednesday egere ala ube anyị bụ ụmụnna gị jụọ osi ode ege nzukọ ndị ngwala Radio Biafra. Onye nọ nga? Onye? Okay. Ngwa imecha ọ bụla dị anyị chọrọ ikwu biko emecha gị kpọọla just ịnọtụ maka oge anyị ahịkpaghị nne anyị nke ịzụkwala mango maka ihe ọ ga-abụ ikpe ibu na otu m jiri ahụ nke na anyị ga-ere arịrọ ta anyị mara ma gị netụkwa anyị nwa ntịkala oge unu ahụ nna na onye akparakpa iri adịghị mmiri ka onye nwe iri biko adị m ihe ikele mmadụ niile ndị kpọtụrụ anyị n'ụbọchị taa unu chekwara anyị otu ugbo izu ụka ọrụ na Radio Biafra na oge nzukọ ndị ngwa oge anyị agatụwala ọ bụrụ ezi anyị ebido ụlọ oge ngwa ngwa but anụghị oge anyị ehigbaghị n'ahụ biko ha dị ikwu okwu ya bụla anyị nọ n'oge nzukọ ndị ngwa na Radio Biafra. Ọ bụkwanụ ndị ngwa anyị dị n'ọdụ aha otu anyị nwere ike iji mee bikos anyị agaghị sita na nwa atụrụ Jizọs nwụrụ a na-agba onwe anyị na gbe na atụrụ fọ ndị sita na adị nwanne anyị nwoke aka adịghị agụ anyị si na ndị ebe ịntanetị ebe pastọ ma egwu dịka nke ọbụla ihe iji eme nke ọbụla na-ebe ụla gị ibe ahụ chọrọ nwere onwe mmụọ chọrọ nwere onwe mmadụ chọrọ nwere onwe so ana m eso onye ọbụla gị ebe ọbụla gị nọ ya bụla ịbụ nwa afọ ngwa ụfọdụ ndị ahụ ndị olele ndị ime obodo ndị site ihe na anyị dị ime taa bụ ụmụnna anyị ụkwụ ma ndị esiri iyi imeghe iyi ụmụnna anyị egwu maka ihe gbasara iji nwere onwe kpefu aka na ha ọjọọ ihe m dị iche ime tiri mara mbụla mgbe ọ ga-esi eti gịnị bụ ịgwa onye tara osu ṅụọ mmiri bikos ndị ka anyị siri eji agwa oke mmadụ bịa ụra anwụ ana m ịtụwa ọtụ ntị biko onye ọbụla ebe ọbụla ọkpọkwa ụmụnna gị siwe onye ọbụla ndị mkpa agwọ n'otu ya ndị iyi ụmụnna anyị egwu maka ije na anyị nọ n'ime ya so onye agwefu aka nwere ofere ọmagha aka mmadụ nke m chọrọ ime tunu mata mbụla ndị ka anyị sị nga atadịkwu kapịọla mgbofu ya eduwala ịgwa kemgbe eziokwu ije anyị a na-agalị ọtụtụ afọ a na-aga mịakwa nne kemgbe eziokwu site na amara Chukwu okike abịa ama ọ naghị eme anyị da-agwụ ya na-ere ọkwanile ike aka na ọkwanile ezi omume na ọ bụla ihi ịdị mma na ịhụnanya onwe n'ebe ndị Biafra nọ maka na anyị bụ ụmụ ya ndị ọhụrụ n'anya ụmụ ya bụ dịka akwụkwọ nsọ mere ka amatatala ihe gbasara na-emetụ Chineke n'obi o kwere m nwetarata dịka Chineke mere ụmụnne anyị ndị Izrel ọ gakwa imere ya oge nke anyị ihe na-anya m obi ụtọ mbụla nke na-agbo ngadị ime n'oge ka anyị ka ihe ọma niile Chineke mere ihe riba ama niile Chineke mere n'oge gara aga anyị nụrụ ya n'akụkọ anyị nụrụ ya na ntị anyị nụrụ ya n'akụkọ nke na-agbo ga-abụkọ ọ ga-adị iji ọ dị imere anyị ya n'ihu anya anyị ga-aga iji anya anyị daa ya ma daara onye ukwuru onye nta ma nwoke ma nwaanyị ebe ọ bụla gị nọ dịkwa ihe omume anyị a mbụ ije nwere onwe tinye aka na ịhụ na ọrịa ga-aga aghọla onye nlụghachi aghọla a supervisor or a worker because God doesn't pay supervisors, God only pay for workers because ọ bụ onye rụọ ọrụ akwụ ya ụgwọ ebe ọ bụla nọ na-etinye aka na ihe ụmụnne anyị egwu gwefe aka enwere ofe lụọ ma aka mmadụ onye ndị kpọ onye ndị kpọ ihe
ọ bụ ọfụrụ iche ege m otiti ọma mgbata
kwuo na mpụwarị n'olu
nọ na mma ebe na anyị nọ bidoro Chineke gozi unu n'oge gozi unu na mkpọ gozi unu na mkpọ
ise
maazị ekele nwa okorobịa Nnamdi Izrel ugwu ka ha onye mpụtara na chiwa ya na agbọ n'ihi na asị na ajụjụ onye ngide Biafra ọdọ kata Nnamdi na-asụtara okwu Biafra mmadụ niile ada adị asị ya dịrị unu na mma
ise
ya dịrị unu na mma
ise
ya dịrị
ise
unu ga-aga lụta alụta
ise
ndị Igbo anyị Biafra abịala Biafra agaghị ịja ala kụrụ ya dịrị unu na mma ụtụtụ
ise ise
Chineke na-agọzi
ise nne m
asị m aga m ịkpọgharị unu ụtọ
nsogbu adịghị
na-aga n'anya
onye ndị kpọ biko ana m ere ọ bụla ịkpọla anyị kemgbe akpụgharị n'ọlụ biko na oriri nsọ abụọ na ọgafe ịbara otu onye otu ụkwụ mana akara dịkwara ọtọ bụ onye ratụ ibe ya aratụ biko onye ndị kpọ
na-ihe oisi ọma ngwa
n'elu o dịrị iwe nne mụrụ m
onye oisi ọma
ndị osisi ọma unu n'otu ole
onye osisi ọma
asị m unu n'otu ole
ma ndị otu nọ nnọọ
nne m anyị ndị ahụ
ọ bụ onye oti IPOB mbụ nwanne unu nwaanyị ndị mmadụ nsụkwata abụọ ọsọ kemgbe ọtụtụ oge o si ntọrọ m ụtọ mgbe m nọrọ mgbe asị onye ọbụla siri redio gee ntị maazị anọ ụdị otu mgbe sụtara obi mara mma ihe nne n'ihi na onye ndị gba ọsọ naanị ya nkwụdo abụọ ọsọ ike ga-agwe aga m ikele nwanne anyị nwoke mbụ Nnamdi n'ihi ịgba mbọ ya ụmụnne ya ndị obi tọrọ m ụtọ bụ ihe nne n'ihi na ọ dịghị ebe ọbụla a na-ega n'etiri ndị IPOB na-echi ga-aka eji m agbalị abụ m onye ụmụ oyiri ngwa anọkwala mitin na ahụ ọbụla dị ime nnojisi
nne udo dịrị gị nne m
nnojisi ike
oge mma
ka ọ na-aga aga ọ bụ ịda agba mmadụ ume eji adị ya
onye njisi ike kwuru ike ma ọ bụ ya
mma ịza ndị ime mara mma ọ bụrụ na Ojukwu nwere ndidi dịka Nnamdi ọ ọ gapụghị ịdị otu ndị mụrụ ikperela anya karịa mmadụ ọ bụ imewela anya ọ bụ imewela anya
kamgbe eziokwu
nwa ọbụla onye ugbo ma nnọ ya nwee obi ike ọ bụrụ 20 naira na ị nwere nke weta dobe sọpọtụ ụmụnne anyị
ọ bụ ụtọ bụ nne m
anyị ahụ na anyị ga-enweta ụsa ọ bụ ọsọ okwukwe ọ bụkwanụ ndị nwere okwukwe mbụ ndị ga-enwe ọgwụgwụ
ọ bụ ụtọ bụ nne m
asị m mgbe anyị dị ime otu a tụọ Chineke m mgbe gbaa nwanne anyị ugwu okwu ume ire ndụ n'elu ndụ
ise
ka m ga-ebukwana ụlọ oge ikpete maazị anyị
ise
ọ dịrị anyị mma
ise onye na-anọ na WhatsApp ire na mde ka nọ nga
hello
onye ndị ikwu
Hello.
onye
I want to know whether another language can fit up for this
whether what?
Whether another language can fit like in English or Bible can fit up.
Please, I don't hear you clear, please. What do you say?
I say whether another language like or
you may. If you want to use another language, you may. But this is our program. You may. We will also welcome you. Okay.
Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from Akwa.
Okay. Our brother. We have just a common boundary, and we also intermarry. Which part of Akwa are you?
I'm from Ekawasula government area. Are they dreadful to hear this something concerned? Well, because I'm the in-law then I want to put down.
Okay. You are welcome. This is Simba Group in IPP. You are welcome.
Yeah. I agree. Nnamdi Kanu, because the better something.
Yeah.
For Biafra people.
Yeah.
I like the something too. I say my God, bless him well. Beautiful woman, I see that day for her. It's my day for her.
Thank you. Biko dịka oge anyị a na-abịala njiribela ihe omume anyị n'ụbọchị taa nke mba eziokwu bụla emume onye akịrị ya agwọta ọdọ ụfọdụ ga-efe ofe ala afọ chekwara n'otugbo izu ụka ọdọ la nzukọ ndị ngwa adị m ikele mmadụ niile ma ndị nwere ike ịkpọrọ na-akpọtachafụ biko iwe ga-adị n'ọkụrụ ọbụ otu o jidabala ka ọnọdụ ibe ihe nne unu ahụla otu o jidaba chekwara n'otugbo izu ụka ọdọ ya kwanala adị ha ọrụ ịchọrọ ịgba anyị mechaa program ịchọrọ ịgba line anyị dị open eji m ohere anabata mmadụ niile na-ekele onye nnọgidere anyị nhụla program anyị nke gaga mbụ Mazi Alozie papa asị m udo dịrị gị adị m ikele ndị ngwa niile ebe ọ bụla unu nọ mebe member of IPOP ma ịbụ uwo anyị dị ikele mmadụ niile dịkwa ekele ndị ngwa grup nọ na IPOP dịkwa ekele nwanne anyị nwaanyị mbụ onye isi na ndị ngwa grup nọ na IPOP adị m ikele mmadụ ndị niile oherela amụkwudo arụ ọrụ adị m ikele ma ndị nọ ebe ahụ ndị nọ n'elu ma ndị nọ n'ala ma ụfọdụ ụmụnna anyị ndị lara bịa join ya anyị adị m ikele mmadụ niile n'oge awa dịka nke a ihe omume anyị bụ oge nzukọ ndị ngwa adị m ikele mmadụ esi onye ahụ taa ahụ ya eji ndị ka anyị asị m ụfọdụ fụọ ụfọ ala afọ onye ahụ taa ahụkwa ya eji udo dịrị unu ndewonu.
Ndewo, thank you very much. The program is ended now, so we are back to our normal program. So we'll look into this program as it expands. I think we're going to shift it to where you'll have a full hour plus. So it's good program. People enjoy it. I do. I look forward to it. So we'll take a look at I can make some adjustments where you can have a full hour plus so that people can interact. It's a Ungwa program, but if you still have a non-Ungwa calling in, that's fine. It's Biafra. It's Biafra. I will open the phone line, and tomorrow we will be more in detail with the partial program I made about the broadcast our leader had yesterday. And I gave you a take on what the Fulani man said. And it got to me, how these people look at us. Why do they have to look at us this way? Is it that it is the way we are, or is it that it is what we did that made them look at us this way? Why do they have to look at us as foolish people, Southerners? Is it out of intimidation or what? How are we looking at it? You cannot overlook it, because you see, all the things we do is tailored towards the approval of the Fulanis. Are they the ones that will determine our future? Are they the ones that will determine if we live or die? This is why when they address us, they say we must. As a commander, we must. They have been meeting with the North. Every time you listen to them, they say we the North, and they don't consult with us. They don't. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah. Good morning, Dr. Alozie.
Good morning, Mazi. Welcome. How are you?
Yeah, that was a very good program from Ungwaland. Once you can understand the language, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. My brother, you see, what's going on is that if you look at these people, I wouldn't blame them, to be honest. Even though they're very, very unreasonable set of human beings, the point is that we all shouldn't even be together. That was the greatest atrocity the British did by bringing people of different divergent views and culture, put them into one place just for us to be fighting and killing ourselves. But in the process, our people sold out, just like you rightly said, because of their selfishness and greed. They let these Fulanis define us because they've seen in us how corrupt we are. People who are willing to sell their own people for their own benefit, so they took advantage of it. Because what I've been saying is that whatever that happens to us, our people are responsible. I'm not responsible. I won't say our, but our leaders are responsible right from the very time that they didn't want to be part of us. Zeke started convincing them for them to be with us. You see how everything started right from the beginning to be messed up? And despite that, after we went to that war, we came out on the wrong side. We failed to realize that we should bond together to forge a common front for our own survival. Instead, people become very selfish and individualistic. As long as me and my family are doing well, I don't have to worry about anything. I just go ahead and enjoy myself. Let the rest go to hell. Even the money that was given to them to develop, that is our own allocation. They stole everything and became subservient to these people. That's the picture everybody should be saying about our calamity today. Our people sold us out. So what they are doing now, since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came up, and with the type of courage they've seen in him, and the IPOB members in particular, the Canonites, that's why I call us the Canonites. We all behave in the same manner and in the same way. And I sincerely believe that God selected the people that joined this organization because it takes people of a different mind different mind value. Look at what it took them to realize that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got it right. I called the zoo yesterday, and somebody in the government that has been cajoling me, he was the one that called me. I was surprised. And spent over 20 minutes on the phone telling me. Now he realized what is going on. And now that he doesn't, his radio is always tuned to 102.1. And I said, now you got it. Then I started lambasting him. I said, I started telling him, why didn't you people think, we who are well situated right here in this country, with our family, our kids, we've been here for long. We have our families and children, everybody's here. We are comfortable here. We are citizens. We are carrying the passport of this country. Imagine us fighting for you, and you look at us and call us stupid people. Don't you know that something is wrong in your head? Haven't you? Why don't you question us on that? Why are you doing this? So we can explain to you what's going on. So my brother, Buhari said your parents are irresponsible. I said it, and I keep saying he was 100% right, because he has seen that these your parents are willing to sell you out. Nobody will be enslaved unless he lets himself to be enslaved. I am telling you the truth. People have always lent their hands into slavery. It was our people that went and grabbed our people from the hinterland and brought them to the white man and took all the nonsense, gene and mirror from them. And it's been going on to today as we speak. Look at members that fell out. People call them fallen angels. I don't call them fallen angels. Don't fall. They are not fallen angels. There are people that came in with ulterior motive, and when they couldn't achieve what they came here for, they become despondent and discouraged. So they find a way out. In every case, they weren't called. The people that were called, even if you beat them up, throw them here, throw them there, take away their post, do everything, they're still there because they know why they're there. They're not there for post. You're not there for a job. You're not there for benefit. You are there because you believe in one thing, and that thing you believe is the emancipation of your people. That's all. Somebody has to lead it. God appointed one man to lead it, and you can never lead it. That is a job. It's a God-ordained job, and I believe that God brought me into the movement, because like I said before, if you did not receive any kind of epiphany to join IPOB, you are not called by this to do this work. Something was taught you deep in your heart. Some people might not know it, but if you are somebody that is very conscious of himself, you know that somebody spoke to you. Speaking to you doesn't mean you will come and speak to him with the voice, but you will see the signs. You will see the signs, and right in your head, you will be hearing it. That secret thing telling you it is time to go. It is time to join. You must join. And then you'll be pushed to do it. And once you make that move, you will find out something different in your life. And I've been saying it. Anybody that joined IPOB that did not see his life change should ask himself a second question. Are you truly into this? Thank you, Dr. Alozie. God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you very much. Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yes. Mazi Alozie, can you hear me, sir?
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Mazi Alozie, the speaker, or Mazi Alozie. Mazi Alozie, you know, say the president, we know they watch me. Mazi Alozie, the speaker. See, when we are talking to the whole world, they think that we are insulted. We are not insulting anybody. The African restoration is a divine mandate from the creator of the creation. To go to Kazan and that God that created every creation, including human beings. That is just the simple message. We, this generation of Biafra, have been sworn oath under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the savior of the whole world, to restore the ancient land of the ancient, and not to pretend no bastard on this earth. I will only apologize for any party to restore our fatherland back. If I don't come away. Mazi Alozie, I'm not a man, because Mazi Alozie, because she can die. Always to quote the Revelation chapter 7 from verse 1 to end. You see verse 4, verse 10, and verse 12. Very, very important. The same Revelation chapter 8 from verse 1 to end. Do you see verse 13? Biafra Johnny Moburu to show for one at maybe. I would go because this is Nigeria. It's a fire and it must be uprooted out of this world. Nigeria is about to destroy America. If America don't support Biafra restoration within the next 24 hours from this minute, Nigeria will destroy Britain completely within the next 24 hours from this minute. This message. Wake out of this world. You tell me that NNAMDI Kanu is joking. Biafra, embrace that NNNAMDI Kanu now. Let us return back to our home and build our home. Fulani, NNNAMDI Kanu is their savior. Because no Fulani person could stay for this. We will kill you people and make sure no human being of their race remain this world again. You say we are talking? Dara. Look at that clip, Mazi Alozie, you play. If you cannot involve a Fulani in a meeting, then you want to involve all these governors. You people have insulted us so much. All these days in Biafra, let's take your time now. I just spoke on the Radio Biafra, last. My name is Kwechikora. I just come from our province, Biafra, I get the one. The land of the shit. The land of the young girl, I don't mind them. They are telling us to pull attack, I will die. Biafra, you will keep with you. Then the state become a catheter. Who call you Bobu to support you? You planted the alignment. I never go. Biafra is a revelation. Revelation God will take information. That is why they are teaching us every day.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
After action, next action. Yoruba, get to your land back. Awusa, the opportunity. Middle belt. If you have air, here I am now. Never let them go to Mama. Go to the Mother. Take a walk. I said, now come over. What's our room? When I go now, I attack. Oh, I attack. I like. One year, you like to go. Yeah.
Okay, my brother, good morning. God bless you, Mazi. My name is Mazi, my man, Ugonejaka. I am the national PRO of IPOB here in the United States of America. Mazi, I reside here in Washington, D.C., but I am from Amibo. Amibo in Olo. Amibo is the home of the tiger, and Amibo is the home of the judge of the problem. Thank you for your good job, and thank God Almighty for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, I am so joyful. I am so excited about the way things are going. I thank God everything that we have mapped out to accomplish, we have accomplished it. Nigeria is gone. 99.9%. Biafra is here. Thank God now that it's not that we are just taking Biafra, but we are just taking other indigenous people with us. Honestly, people are just lamenting, people are calling, people have joined. A lot of people have risen up to know exactly the problem that they have faced. So Nigeria is gone. That's the thing there. I thank God for all the people that have been working so hard, that's including you, including Dr. Coley, that is always on the Facebook. Every time that man cannot even sleep, he can't see his patient. I don't know. He is so terrible. And everybody, we have to continue doing what we are doing. We have to continue doing what we are doing because what we are doing is working out for us so much. A lot of young boys have risen, they are up. And they cannot don't understand me? There is no way a rat can come and eat your food while you are still awake. You are here eating and the rat will come and eat your food and then no way. Honestly, since they say that we are not going to sleep, they are not going to sleep. Since they say that we are going to die of hunger, then they are going to die of hunger. We can never stay in our own domain. We cannot stay in the land that we were born. The indigenous people of the land and the people who migrated from Sahel with audacity, then they come. Come on now, you cannot relegate us. It's part of the fact that we are educated. It's part of the fact that we are, people that have wisdom. There is no way these people can come and take our land in the name of one Nigeria. We cannot let it be. Thank God the people from Zamfara, they are waking up. Thank God people from Southern Kaduna are waking up. Thank God that
IPOB this. No, it is not. It is about your survival. It is about the preservation of your life. And this is the reason why we are calling you today. If you are an Hausa boy or Hausa man, if you are from Middle Belt, if you are from Southern Kaduna, if you are Oduduwa, no matter whom you are a child that is born in this contraction called Nigeria. You got to rise up because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for you. Now, Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for your life. This is a matter of life or death. This is not even something that we are talking about politics. This is not something about, we are talking about this. No. That time for politics is gone. This one is, are you going to live? Because there are people that have come, then decided that they're going to come and take your life, whether you like it or not. If you don't fight, you have an elderly mother in the home. You have the elderly father. You have your sister that cannot fight for themselves. You don't do it for them and protect yourself and do whatever that you can do. So I am calling on all the Biafrans. I am calling on you. Now, finally, the Southerners, they have gotten the courage to come and have a caucus, and they're calling Southern, caucus or whatever. That is very good. It is a very welcome, situation that we have seen, which is very wonderful. But the thing that I am saying now is that you have to protect yourself because they are here in Abuja already. They are in Abuja now. They are in Niger State, and they are in Abuja. They are coming. But the thing is that I am telling you and I am guaranteeing you that Biafra is going to be their burial ground. Let them come because we are waiting for them. So I am calling upon you if you are here in America. This is not business as usual. This is not when they say, are you a member of IPOB? IPOB is prescribed. Well, I don't want to associate with IPOB because they are prescribed. You are so foolish. That is what it is. And then for the people that have never gotten anything in America, and then you thought that it is when you go to Nigeria that you're going to get a political appointment, let me tell you, you are being very delusional. Because there is nothing that you're going to do. You are extremely delusional and very selfish. And this is the reason why you have seen a lot of our people. They refuse to identify with IPOB because they're thinking that in their life, they will go back to Nigeria and get a commissioner. Or they'll go over there and then they will appoint them as a special advisor to the president or a special advisor to the governor. This is the reason why they don't want to join. But let me tell you, that thing that you're taking is not going to come. The only thing you have to do is that you must surely support the Eastern Security Network. It's not all about anything, but it's just securing your land. It's not only securing your land, you are land in your mother's head or your father's head. That bomb can destroy the house that you built. They don't know where they're throwing it. When they see us, they see everybody as friends. They don't know who is the one that wants to be a politician or who don't want to be a politician. So the issue there is that we have to fight for ourselves because we are in that species. Two, we are fighting to preserve our life, and then we are fighting for our freedom. We are fighting for the life of our people. So what we do, we're going to support the Eastern Security Network. This Eastern Security Network, remember, these are the people that are volunteer. They don't have any job. Their job is only to protect you. So what I'm asking you is that please, if you have the money, no matter how little the money is, no matter how it is, just show that act of kindness. Show that act of kindness that you want to protect your family and you want to do it for yourself. Just go to our website. And then our website is www.ipobnusa.org/donate. www.ipobnusa.org/donate. Mazi, thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Mazi Chukwuemeka and Mazi Chukwuemeka is calling for Obolafo. Obolafo is in the local government in Biafra land. Good evening, all Biafrans, the lovers of freedom, wherever you are. I use this video and appreciate Chukwuemeka as how he has made every one of us to see this glorious day. And all regard again go to my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hero of Biafra land. The man to tell all of us to start seeing and even to know our left and right. I say may God Almighty reward him in a million fools and keep on strengthening him. And any person that bless him, may God bless the person. And any person that curse him, may God curse the person in his generation. In the name of Chukwuemeka, I pray. The same thing goes to our ESN, wherever they are. I say may God Almighty keep on protecting them and guiding them. Any person that bless them, may God bless the person. I use what is in Psalm 91 and protect them. They are going and they are coming in. And I use what is in Psalm 35 against any person that be against them. May God be against the person and the generation. In the name of Chukwuemeka, I pray. You see. So, my people, all of us are testifying what is happening, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he has proved to the world that he is a great prophet. And every one of us are now testifying that he's a prophet. Even his enemy, all of them are testifying that he's a prophet. Because whatever that he said, all of them have come to pass. None of them have not even come to pass. Not even single one. But the reason why I said it, I can remember when our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been lamenting since 2014, crying, what is going to happen to the Jews called Nigeria? And what will happen? And the only thing that will prevent it not to happen is for them to allow Biafra to go. And they call him miscreant. They call him all sorts of things. But now, all of them are testifying that those things that you see is not happening in our own eyes. What a wonderful prophet. What a truthful prophet. Somebody told me, asked me the other day, said that, if this one Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let me say that he's one of those pastors, believe me, that he will be the most richest pastor, right, sir? Number one thing that you know, that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, God sent him in this world for a mission, which he told us. And that mission to make Biafran, to set Biafran free, and even to make the less privileged on the other part of the world for them to regain their freedom. Not only Biafran. Because I call him everlasting Messiah that we are seeing now. Because he has been proving to us, all of us, one after the other. Because some of us are still boasting of this call one Nigeria. I asked one of them that is saying that if you are talking about Biafra, if you want to cause war, if you want to go and ask your forefathers what happened in 1967, because all of us have not even experienced war, that is the reason why that we are getting for Biafra. I don't ask him a question that is not even answered. I asked him that you are now a family of two. Can you tell me that 3,000 naira can feed a family of two? A family of two, I mean, is mama and papa, that's the father and mother and the two children. 3,000 naira cannot feed them a square meal. And this is the country that we are boasting. That this is a place that we even be proud of. We are not even talking of security. Every day by day, you must hear how they are slaughtering people like chicken. And now, all of us are now doing that. They have not even happened to us. Without even knowing, tomorrow it might be you. Today is too late. Right now, this is the only thing that you have to do. And the only thing that can make all this things to stop. I want to imagine now, because I've repeated it again. Unless they allow Biafra to go, that's why Biafra to go, more calamity will keep on happening to these people in Nigeria. We have not even seen anything. The time is coming. If you like, even have 1 billion naira. 1 billion naira cannot even feed the family. That is the level that we are even going. Now, even the so-called Nigeria, even the Hausa people, they are not testifying. All of us are now crying that everything is cost. Why wouldn't things be cost? If you go to Katsina, they are no more going to the farm. If you go to Kaduna, they are no more going to the farm. If you go to Tifiland here, they are no more going to the farm. Go to Kano, they are no more going to the farm. Go to Gombe, Chikawa, all these farmers, trust them, they are no more going to the farm because of what? Because of the so-called Fulani herdsmen. Because once they go to the farm, they will kill them. Why would this keep on costing more and more? And more is still coming. Because they have now been entering our southeast and every route of corner of the southeast. Very soon, it will not even be coming outside, talking more of even to get a plate of food. And by then, you will be dining with your own, you will see yourself dying, and you see your children dying in your own presence. Because there's not even food. Even if you have the money, you will not even see a place to buy the food. The only savior we have now is for us to hearken to this rough voice. For the world to even see that this Biafra of a sin is a sin of spirit. It is not a sin of a carnal man. Because this is what I say. Remember our Godfather promised us that this is a land flowing with milk and honey. Tell me anything that you can look, that you cannot see in this Biafra land. Tell me that thing. This is a blessed land. And now, the same calamity happened to the people of Israel, Egypt. When the people of Israelites in the land of Israel, which is called Egypt, all sorts of things are happening to them. And that is that is happening right now in the Zuko, Nigeria. So my people, I'm now crying. And I wonder Mazi Nnamdi Kanu testify. If you have not joined this global family, please let's join it. Let's join it. Because the Zuko Nigeria, they are not even there for you. Once if you hear me call Zuko Nigeria, know that I'm referring to the so-called Hausa people, Fulani people. because there are the people that is already everything happening in both the southeast and south and there, even the north. One people, one tribe, they are the people that is driving us like motor, like a vehicle that they will not even like to even come to our senses. And now that for us to come to our senses, the only thing is for us to even leave everything that you are doing and follow this glorious voice. Some people have sacrificed their lives so that you may live. Remember, our brother Ikon saw that lose his life. He just lose his life just for your own family to be alive. And this thing cannot even touch your soul. It cannot even touch your spirit. The parents of our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they lose their life because of for your children to live. Many people that have slaughtered in this restoration effort is just for your children to live. And they have not even come to their senses. And even know that they are doing this thing for a better tomorrow. It's not that they don't value their own life. They value their own life more than your own. And they don't sacrifice it for you to even have a better life, for you to even have a plate of food in your table. You see some people, if you come to people that some people that even call themselves IPOB, or they will be doing part of looking for posts and looking for position. This now is not the time for position. Now is time for us to come together and even know what we do to set our people free. What can you contribute so that when Biafra come and the people, your people in your own houses will say that, oh, this is what that this my brother contributes. It will be a shameful thing to every one of us that the time is coming when our children will say, Daddy and Mommy, what do you contribute in this Biafra that all of us are enjoying now? I said that at that time I did not contribute anything, as a youth agenda of Biafra. I'm just running and say that they will kill you, and your child will call you that you are the most dangerous soul that they have ever seen in life. And your son will say before your eyes that he's regretting you being his or father. Mark my words. It's only for now for you to come. So my people, I would like to drop here, especially for we the people. Let's stand up and do the needful. We are the people that is independent. We are the one that is going to suffer it heavily because the rain have already drawn in our food. It's better for us to stand up now and do the needful. Leave all this type of thing that you are doing now. Leave your business. That time business will not save you. But people will say that it's the people that is agitating for Biafra, people that do not even have anything that they are doing. If you have something meaningful that you are doing, will you go and do something that is not going to work? I pity you. Because the time is coming. Even that thing that you think that you have, it will not even save you. The only thing that will save you is this glorious family, IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi, I sign up from here. Remember, blessed. Do watching again.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. Please be economical with your call. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Good morning. Your name?
Am I on, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Dr. Alozie. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm all right, brother Chidera, calling from a location. Dr. Alozie, I just have to address two issues here. I hope I have the time to do that, but let me go quickly. Number one is the meeting the South, 17 governors in the South hold. Now, if a Fulani man now, as you have alluded to, if Fulani man is not demanding, automatically that meeting is meaningless because there is no leader in that, and no Fulani leader in that particular meeting. So, in this regard now, I won't blame because you just clearly see, when the Bube Atro was established, I made a comment and I said clearly, if you did not hear Fulani complain about that Bube Atro, meaning they are aware of what is going on, that the purpose of that Bube whatever is clearly a very bad intention to the people of the East. That is number one. Nobody had any Fulani man complain about the Bube whatever. They don't even know how to pronounce the Bube, talk lots of discussion about it. Just yesterday, today now, a Fulani is now competing about complaining, she say, about a meeting of the South, and the North will go. Even during the NSAS, after the NSAS, North will have a meeting on the North and impose entire, whatever they have there, entire Nigeria. But after the Southern region governors do meeting, they demanded things. They're even talking to the same North to do. But North will talk and tell the East to do. Okay, in this regard now, Mazi Alozie, Dr. Alozie, Can somebody speak to Joe Ibekwe? His own people that he claims he's representing, including Lagos State Governor. Now, if Fulani man is telling that particular state governor that whatever meeting they hold was not supposed to without inviting a Fulani. But Joe Ibekwe is busy in the Lagos freeing his mouth, uselessly talking rubbish. Mazi, I will just give you a news coming in from Lai Mohammed. Lai Mohammed said, Mohammed Buhari's government know where kidnappers are, but only being cautious is a wrong statement. But if you look at the Mohammed Buhari government know where the kidnappers are, but they're being cautious. Joe Ibekwe, when this particular Mohammed Buhari's government landed in Olo, were they cautious of anything? Joe Ibekwe, when this particular Mohammed Buhari's government, when they landed in Emene, were they cautious of anything? When Mohammed government went to Inenpo, were they cautious of anything? I can name many for all, like some people like Joe Ibekwe that is now talking to Igbos. Okay, Joe Ibekwe have an intelligent report. He's I don't know which position he say he hold in Lagos, that he got information from left, front, and back. But the same Joe Ibekwe did not know when a blood information came through and it was exploded. The same Joe Ibekwe, Dr. Alozie, is not aware when a bomb exploded in Ocean. So many things happened to Igbos in Lagos, even during the time of they say have lived in Lagos since 1980, I think it's 84, 85. But he did not have any information during 1990, I think 93, Abiola's run. That when people start running head and scatter. During the time of Abiola's death, he doesn't have any information. So why would Joe Ibekwe now making a video claiming that he have information that IPOB is coming to bomb Lagos State? That Joe Ibekwe as an Igbo man, he claimed, because this one is already sold out. He's not telling IPOB and the Igbo they should carry their wahala go to the Igbo. Automatically telling the East, whatever you do in the East, it doesn't concern him. You can carry your nonsense to go and bombard the Igbo. You can carry your nonsense. Whatever you want to do it in the Igbo. Is there any difference between Joe Ibekwe and the Fulani man? By his stay on the video to tell people that no, you can leave Lagos alone. Go and do whatever you want to do in the East. Somebody, according to our leader, he said, is this man exactly somebody who ran near Kogini? Now, if you look at what is going on now, Southeast made a meeting, and a Fulani man came out to say, no, you should have invited us. That automatically should tell this Southeast that Ebubagu is not for the people, because a Fulani man did not make a comment, and clearly is it. Mazi Nnamdi, before I go, I'm sorry, take your time. Joe Ibekwe and that Fulani man, that is the non-entity that called him Fulani. Look at the name that they have today. They have National Executive Meeting for Security. The name here, Mazi Nnamdi, is not even a single Igbo man. I wish you will have more time. Maybe tomorrow you can name today. This is not like 1984. This is particular today. They have a meeting with Mohammed Buhari. He is the number one here. Lucky Irebo, Musa Mustafa, is it Nawal, somebody, Zubra, whatever. Ismail Adugro, Yusuf Mongalu Bauchi, Ahmed Rafael Abubakar, Ibrahim Gambari, Abubakar Mongolu, Abubakar Malami, Bashir Asau Magashi, and Abraham somebody. Now, where is the Igbo? You want to secure entire Nigeria. How many South is there in that national meeting? I'm asking Joe Ibekwe that he's siding with the Fulanis and he's called Fulani people. Now he's the South want to make meeting and say, hey, we are open grace, present, very small security, though they haven't even go for the big deal. Now we are telling them that you must invite us. Now Joe Ibekwe go to Facebook, did not know who created Facebook. He already his mouth there. National security of the Nigeria he claimed he belong. are having a meeting. There is a problem in the east, there is a problem in the south. They are having a meeting. Now Joy Beko is there, but no single Igbo man or a proper Oduduwa man is in this meeting. Nothing, not even one. When they say we are now, our Halezi is now shouting. Say you say shoot aside on the east. Why Why don't you do aside on Bauchi and Borolu and the rest of them? For over 6 years now, this man his government is in charge. We are now saying shoot aside all kinds of law. He's created a special this thing to be able to tackle the southeast. We have no single entity was created to tackle the northeast and the northwest and northeast, which is called Ariwa places. So Joy Beko should get sense. If you don't want to get sense, you should get off from the Facebook. God bless you, Mazi and Dr. Alozie.
Ndewo. We are coming closer to the end of the program. We are nearing there. We have about 8 minutes to go. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. They hold their meetings. They gather. And the outcome is what we are looking at. We will process those outcomes fully tomorrow, wherein we do our program now waiting to happen. And I thank my Ngwa brothers today. It's a program I look forward to put on the air. Another thing is the callers there. You don't have to be an Ngwa person to call, as long as you hear what they're saying. This is what makes us who we are. Here with the intermarrying, even in the inland. After all, my uncle married. This is common practice. We are one. Just don't let them continue to intrude in your life. They will come and rape the women. These people are very destructive. Very, very destructive. And they are full of hate. They are. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Your line is done. If they can live by themselves, do all they want to do by themselves, tailor their own future, that'd be nice. And then they seek for help. After all, we used to be one. We know we can't live together. We know we have our own ways of life. But there are things you can do for us. There are things you can help us with. Certainly, we can do it. And we can help you. But the thing is that you don't have that ambition in you. Because instead of you calling us, you go and call the expatriate. You go and call the expatriate. And wonder what kind of test you're leaving in our mouth. The expatriate can do it. We can do it. You go and get expatriate like your interviewer, your journalist. But if they can't, then we get the expatriates from our neighbors. But for the fact that we are one, you call us one. We think we can do whatever you want us to do. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Good morning, Mazi Alozie.
Good morning from here. Welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Chukwuemeka. I'm a native of Isiago, Ebonyi State, Biafra land. I greet you, Mazi Alozie, once again for all your effort on this journey. I greet my leader, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for a time like this. Yes, about our leader broadcast yesterday, and the southern governor meeting together for at least for the first time. It is very, very unfortunate that our people, the Southerners, reduce themselves to zero nothing to the Fulanis. Because each time I listened to the Fulani leaders, the way they spoke without minding, and the way the Southerners reduced themselves to be a slave under Fulanis, I don't know where I find myself. Because I see no reason why these people call themselves governors. They don't know that united we stand, divided we fall. They are inside that useless place they call Nigeria. They don't know that something called federal character. That means that everything security and all the key position will not handled by one group of people. They were there, Fulani take it all. Nobody can understand that when they bring themselves together, they can get what they want. The time Onehe was removed and how everything played, I cry out for what type of people are these people? Well, if they have understood now that they will come together and start to fight for their people. Because what makes somebody to be a leader is somebody that can stand and defend his people, and stand for his people, and defend his people. Even to lay his life for his people, like our leader. But we don't have it in the South. If they have come up now, let's watch out. Maybe tomorrow, the Fulani will find one or two people and try to divide them. Because that's the work of Fulanis. That's why in Nigeria there's no labor union. Nothing is working. They use money and divide them. And they continue going one by one. And the Fulani take it off. If they can reason from now, that's okay for them. If they can continue what they are doing, that is for their business. But along the line, the end of the whole story is that Nigeria has come to the end. Whoever is praying for Nigeria by now is not a man of God. He's a man of Satan. There are many in Nigeria. It's only in Nigeria everywhere is churches. And nothing is working. They are making money from poor people. Honestly, Nigeria is hellfire. Let me stop here. Thank you very much. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra. Thank you, Mazi Chukwuemeka, and this is where we'll be ending the program. Tomorrow is now waiting to happen, and you'll have time to call in. Join us tomorrow. And the Ngwa program, we will look into it and expand it. This is where we'll end the program, and we'll be switching to our national desk, where we'll end the program, and we'll be switching to our national desk.
We have tried to live a Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps the time has come to revisit the very foundations of Nigeria.